Governor Heisens, Aliyah, has refuted claims that the federal government has not come to the aid of the people of Benue State to defend them against vicious, bloodthirsty marauders. Hi, welcome to What's Happening. These are our top 10 stories countdown today. At number 10, the UK government has appointed Blazy Mitchelli as the first ever woman to head its M16 spy service as the country faces threats on an unprecedented scale. Prime Minister Keir Starmer announced the M16 Secret Intelligence Service achieved global fame through Ian Fleming's fictional agent James Bond. At number 9, Salernitana player have been hospitalized with food poisoning after returning south from a 2-0 defeat in the first leg of their Serie B relegation playoff with Sampdoria. Salernitana said on Monday that the training had been cancelled after 21 people among the playing and training staff picked up serious food poisoning, which caused illnesses during Sunday's trip back to Salerno from the northern port city of Genoa. At number 8, the chairman of the Economic and Financial Crime Commission, Ola Olukoyede, has raised alarm over the growing threat of internet fraudster, popularly known as Yahoo Boys, declaring that their activities are bringing national disgrace and fueling more dangerous crimes across Nigeria. Speaking during a media briefing at the EFCC headquarters in Abuja on Monday, Olukoyede said the international image of Nigerians is suffering due to the activities of the fraudsters. And at number 7, a pro-PDP group, Bala agents mandate, has called on former State Governor Rotimi Amaechi and former Labour Party presidential candidate Peter Obi to return to their political roots in the People's Democratic Party and join forces with Governor Bala Mohammed of Bauchi State to rebuild a strong and united opposition. And at number 6, the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission has summoned the management of Air Peace Limited following multiple complaints from passengers regarding non-refunding ticket fare, even in cases where the airline cancels scheduled flights. In a formal notice dated June 3, 2025, the Commission ordered Air Peace to appear at its Abuja headquarters on Monday, June 23, 2025, to address growing public outcry and allegations of consumer rights violations. At number 5, there are chaos in Oke Agba Okoko, located in Akoko Northwest local government area of Ondo State, as masquerades and traditional worshippers reportedly invaded a mosque and the residence of the chief Imam, assaulting members of his family. The incidents, which occurred last Thursday, saw the traditionalists allegedly force their way into the mosque in the town center, where they unleashed violence on the chief Imam's wife and children. And at number 4, Justice Musa Umar of the Federal High Court Abuja on Monday rejected an application by the federal government to have Senator Natasha arrested for failing to appear for the start of her defamation trial. The government is prosecuting Akpoti on behalf of Senate President Godswill Akpabio and former Kogi Governor Yahaya Bello. And at number 3, a High Court of the Federal Capital Territory on Monday granted bail at 2 billion naira to a former governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, Godswin Emefiele. Justice Halilu Yusuf, in a ruling, granted the bail after Emefiele was arraigned on an 8-count charge in which he is accused of, among others, unlawfully acquiring a housing estate comprising 753 units, allegedly stealing and taking control of billions of naira in proxy accounts. And at number 2, the presidential candidate of the Labour Party in 2023, Peter Obi, has criticized President Bola Tinubu for lack of leadership empathy over the recent killings of over 50 people in Benue State, as well as the recent flooding in Niger State. In a post on his X handle on Monday, Obi wondered why there were no presidential visits to Benue and Niger State, despite the loss of lives in both incidents. And at number 1, Governor Heisens, Alia, has refuted claims that the federal government has not come to the aid of the people of Benue State to defend them against vicious, bloodthirsty marauders. The governor said 17 local governments out of 23 were under siege in the past and was fought down to 3 because of the full support gotten from the federal government. That's all for today. See you next time on What's Happening.